This is James. Welcome back to my stock channel. I just got done analyzing a bunch of banks, reading lots of news articles, trying to get a feel for where this is going. I've come to one conclusion and one conclusion only. Tomorrow is going to be the world record new bank account day. More people are going to open up bank accounts tomorrow than have ever opened up bank accounts before. Everyone that has a dime that is uninsured by the FDIC is going to suck that money out of that prospective bank, move it to another bank that is FDIC insured. Or they're going to buy something like treasurydirect.com, get their 4 and 5% for their money. And then these are just the private people that are going to do this, obviously, because a company like Roku that lost $500 million on the Silicon Valley deal, they can't go to, 2,000 banks and put $250,000 in each bank. That would be crazy to do with $500 million. So what they're going to do is take a major chunk of that and put it in very short-term bonds. They're going to get it FDIC insured that way. They're not going to even mess with banking. So you're going to see a migration of cash and short-term investments away from banks and into Treasury Direct. They want this money to be insured. You're going to see a massive corporate movement of capital into the Treasury Direct website. You're going to see a major depletion in deposits from banks because of it. You're going to see them fall out of the Dodd-Frank rule where they have to have deposits on hand in order to make loans that they already made. They need a certain percentage of cash on hand, which means every bank in the country is going to have to borrow more money now to replace this pitfall, pay interest on that new money that was previously a deposit that they were getting for almost free. Yeah, we got some shit brewing on the horizon. It's inevitable. The trend right now is everyone's going to want to get every nickel FDIC insured somehow, some way, either by spreading the wealth or by buying U.S. Treasury Direct, or maybe buying into the stock market if they're willing to gamble. I don't think they're willing to gamble with it. These are companies' funds. These are funds that need to be stable. These are funds that need to not go anywhere. It looks like companies like companies like Roku, if they would have put their $500 million in the U.S. Treasury and bought some, 4.5% yields, it actually made more profit off doing that than they did selling Rokus. So it would seem like a positive addition to their balance sheet. In fact, probably a significant one. Probably would have made them profitable. But no, they stuck their money in a bank. They trusted it. They lost 25% of it. They lost $500 million. They're expecting to get half of that back. So corporations can't be in this position anymore. They can't trust any one bank. Clearly, they'll lie to you right to your face before they go under. Clearly, the FDIC will swoop in. Clearly, people are going to want to get FDIC insured pronto. If they haven't done it on Friday, they're going to do it tomorrow. Right when the banks open, it's going to be a horrible day to go withdraw a few $100. Everyone is going to have every banker in town opening up new accounts that are FDIC insured. Everyone with over $250,000 will be doing this, and there's a lot of them out there. The big companies is the one to worry about. They're not going to want their half $500 million or $5 billion. They're not going to want it at Citigroup anymore. Oh no, that's far too dangerous. They're going to need to take half that right off the table and stick it somewhere else. Short-term treasury bonds at treasurydirect.com would FDIC insure, and probably not the FDIC, but the federal government would insure the money. So the money's safe sitting there. It's not safe sitting at a bank. You're going to see some major movement on Monday. You're going to see some major withdrawals from everywhere. You're going to see some major deposits at everywhere. Um, because of the big corporations not being able to distribute amongst multiple banks, just because of the sheer number of banks needed, and the number of accounts that they would have to open would be obscene. I think you're going to see a major depositor reduction across the board into the Treasury Direct website. These people are going to be buying 3-month bonds, 2 months bonds, 1 month bonds, anything to keep it liquid again, hang on to the cash, insure it, and bring a positive asset. The days of sticking your money, that kind of money, $500 million, billion, 2 billion, 10 billion, whatever they got, they're going to stick it somewhere safe. I think their stockholders are going to demand it. Um, and if the CEOs, if they have any brains in their head, they're going to want to do this first thing Monday morning. There will be a run on the banks tomorrow, and this thing is going to turn into a cyclone of shit. That's my prediction for tomorrow, is major banking confusion, a lot of account shifting, people sucking $250,000 out of Citibank and sticking it in US Bank, and sucking it out of Wells Fargo and sticking it back into Citibank. People having their wives open up accounts just so it's a different account. All kinds of weird things going on. World record for new bank accounts is going to happen tomorrow. That's my declaration. And a obvious concern for any big corporation that would like to insure their cash, you better get to the Treasury. It's your only hope. You're going to have to undeposit that massive amount of money. These banks are going to hurt, and their balance sheet's going to be upside down. And thanks to Dodd-Frank, they're going to have till about 6 p.m. to fix it. They're going to have to call the discount line at the Fed and borrow a shit ton of money for way more money than they should have. They're not going to be able to call another bank and borrow the money because they're going to be in the same position. Yeah, I see. Tomorrow's the day, guys. Tomorrow's the day that everybody wakes up and decides they need to be FDIC insured, and this is now important to them, knowing that that this shitstorm could await them. So yeah, that's my prediction. Big companies out, and that's going to do the damage. The littler players are going to be able to distribute. But yeah, you can't responsibly leave $3 billion in a bank right now, knowing that they're possibly borrowing money at variable rates and lying to you about it, possibly have people not paying their mortgages and lying to you about it. God knows if our divided government is going to bail these people out again. It doesn't seem so. You never know. It could happen. Depends on what the net effect of it is. But serious withdrawals, serious new borrowing, balance sheets upside down, every bank, tons of new accounts. Starts tomorrow, guys. Probably runs all week long. Calling a massive bear market this week, and I'm calling a banking absolute crushing. Everyone's going to want to get out. Everyone's going to want to get their money elsewhere, and everyone's going to do it at the same time. It's kind of a no-brainer. Are they as paranoid as me? I don't know. Ask Roku how they're feeling about their $500 million, 25% of all of their money just vanishing into smoke, and all of the other companies that couldn't make payroll. Yeah, every one of these people is going to be highly concerned, and they're going to do something about it, and corporate America is going to follow. Banks are going to come down 25 to 50% this week. I see that happening, and I don't know. I don't know how much they start losing. I don't know if they all start collapsing. I don't know if it requires a bailout or a higher FDIC guarantee. But clearly the corporate money is going to need to go elsewhere. You can't responsibly just have uninsured money sitting in a bank run by a board of directors with all kinds of different missions and not one of them is security. The Dodd-Frank rule is clearly a piece of garbage. It's promoting taking out higher interest loans even at the discount window. They're doing nutty things to get money still. Yeah, it's just untrustable. Silicon Valley looked everybody in the face and lied to them right up until the last day. So where's this going? It's going to shit. It's going to shit fast. That's my overall prediction of the banking industry after observing the need to get your money insured. And just that need to get your money insured is enough to inspire the rest of my prediction. You got $1 billion? Do you want to insure more than $250,000 of it? Oh, I don't know. Do you? Think about it. Of course you do. You want to know your billion's safe. They will. They'll make sure it's safe, and it'll be at the expense of every bank in the country. Gloomy video. Get bearish in the morning, maybe. Might be a good time to short some of these banks just for a few days to see what happens, because the news is going to hit. It's going to hit hard. It's going to start at 9 a.m. The run, the withdrawals, the news will probably be hitting by 9:30 if it hits. You might be able to short some of this crap. Bleeding depositors by record numbers is going to be massive news tomorrow. Anyway, a little foresight. That's what I learned from all of this. Anyhow, I hope I'm wrong. I certainly do hope I'm wrong. But it just seems to me that uninsured money is not something you can tolerate anymore. How can you tolerate your $1 billion uninsured? The short answer is you can't. It's irresponsible, to say the least. The biggest company in the world can just close in a day because of something like this. Not even a bank, just some big company that had all of their eggs in one basket. Boom, $5 billion gone. Boom, $5 million. You can't make your payroll on your 30,000 employees. You can't run your trucks. You can't buy gas. You can't do anything. Yeah, we're going to have some problems this week, as this sat in over the weekend. I'm surprised the banks didn't collapse more on this fear. Maybe they didn't understand the impending need for everybody wanting to be insured. But we all want to be insured. We all want that rosy peace of mind feeling. Even the people that have over $250,000 and the corporations that have that much and buy hundreds and hundreds and thousands of times, they're going to want that insurance too. And you know what? They're going to go and get it. That's the end of my video. Like my video and subscribe to my channel. Get ready, bears. This is going to be a big week. Who cares what happens on Tuesday at this point with the Fed meeting? 0.25, 0.50, it doesn't matter. He's going to raise rates somewhat. It's just going to go longer if he does. He's going to fight inflation less if he does. So yeah, it's not just the interest or the variable interest rates, even if none of these people are exposed like SVB, just the desire for insurance is going to cause this. So, boom, there you go. There's your negative video for Sunday. Get excited about it. Make some money off of it. Hopefully you can. Don't buy any banks right now. They got some serious issues. They've got some serious trust issues, and some serious lack of insurance issues. Good Lord. 90 to 97% of Silicon Valley's depositors, these are people that had cash and deposited it, that much was not insured of their deposit. And that's a lot of people with a lot of uninsured money that are only going to get half of it back. $480 million to be exact, in deposits. They talk about $200 billion in assets. Oh no, the problem's much bigger than that. But anyhow, I hope you like my video. Please like and subscribe. This is James. I'll bring you another one when we get some updated news. Probably do a video tomorrow around 10 a.m. We'll take a look at some of these banks and we'll see what's going on in the news with the, I think I'm going to drive down to my local bank at 9:15, see how many people are in line. Wells Fargo, Citibank are right down the street. I'll go check them out. I might just bring my camera phone and show everybody what's going on in real time. Are they dead, or is there a line out the door? I'm guessing there's a line out the door. We're going to know real early, but I'll bring you those videos in the morning. If you subscribe, you'll see them. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and good luck out there. It's a dangerous, dangerous world right now.